And hello, everybody. It's meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. Thank you so much for your trust in your weather information. We have a lot to talk about. There's some snow showers dancing through. Not too much. We'll have some snow reports from yesterday's event that left things a little wintry in parts. And then an Arctic slap tonight. It's already starting in the Northern Valley. How low will we go? Details coming up right now on Hutch's weather. Thanks for your trust. And I want to start out with a little review of Hutch's brand spanking new weather app. Now, if you do have the weather app or have not downloaded it yet, it's fantastic. Has all of the information, including my latest videos like this one right here, road reports for every state and a Canadian province in our area, as well as an interactive radar that lets you plot not only the radar now, but the forecast radar for the next 2 days, forecast snow, earthquakes, all kinds of stuff, including power outages as well, right at your fingertips. Download it today. Now, one thing I do want to kind of review with you is, along with all the other great information on your screen, you can have a Hutch's Weather app widget. Let me show you what I mean. If you hold down the screen on your screen and you see this little widget thing, click on the widget on your desktop. This does work for iPhones. It works for Androids as well. Now, you want to scroll through all your apps until you get to the all-important Hutch's Weather app. Scroll it. It's usually in the H's right there, and you'll see my fancy cloud logo right there, as fancy as it can be. Now, there are many app widgets to choose for your home screen. If you want the daytime highs for the next week, if you want current conditions or the highs for the day and the temperatures for the day, you can get it all. You pick what you want and then you go with it and then put it up there and it'll be on your screen. So if you're looking for your area's 7-day planner, pick it out, throw it on your desktop. And hey, if you want more details, you know what you do. You just click on the widget, boop, bam! Hutch's Weather, there for you. Let me know in the comments if you have the app, and also let me know in the comments if you're watching the live or if you're watching the Memorex version, as we used to say, the recording version of this. No matter what it is, drop a comment. Let me know watching live and where you're watching from. I appreciate each and every one of you. And let me know what you're thinking of the app, because it's your ideas that shaped the app in the first place. Now, we do have some snow showers working their way through. Let's get right to the radar right now and show you what we're seeing with regards to that and the satellite. Now, the satellite view shows a lot of clouds working their way through the region, some clearing going on in the big sky country of Montana. We're not missing much as far as those northern lights go, though. It's a quiet night as far as solar activity goes. Now, we still have some snow showers passing through the area, particularly these thicker clouds in southern Minnesota as this system exits. And right here, the surge of cold air is making its way right down the Red River Valley, and that's something that I'll be watching for you. We'll talk about how low we go. Here's some snow showers northwest, north central Minnesota, Highway 83 corridor. Look what's going on even in the mountains of western Montana. That there is some mighty, mighty snowy conditions up there. But that's not blue snow, that is green. So it must be wet rain. That's right, temperatures have really warmed up out to the west, and that is indeed rain shower activity. Now, heading into the northern part of North Dakota and out toward the oil patch, Watford City into Lake Sakakawea, snow showers dancing through. They're moving from north to south. They're along a boundary with the big warm up out here in Montana to the big cool down that we're having right now. Face slapping, nostril invading cold. It's going to be rough overnight out there with wind chills aplenty. Now, if you're heading down to the Twin Cities tonight or the I-29 corridor, eastern South Dakota, Aberdeen, right into you folks in Ross Holt, it's going to be a heckle of a night in Hecla, South Dakota, as those snow showers bust through. Austin and also down into Mason City, Iowa, Mankato to Shakopee, we have a few showers, mainly along, just flurries, along Interstate 94, but down to the south, it's a little sharper. This is making for some slippery travel, but nothing too awful terrible out there at this particular juncture. What is terrible already are these ridiculous temperatures across the area. Check it out. That 18 below is for you folks in Hallock, 11 below for you folks up in Langdon, 12 below the air temperature in Grand Forks, Foston 4 below. Now, as we take a look, Bemidji, not too bad. Time to get the flannel buttoned up there for Paul Bunyan out in Bemidji. 0 degrees out in Park Rapids with Detroit Lakes. That's a 7 below reading. So things are colder here in the Red River Valley. 7 below out in Devil's Lake. 6 below as you get in towards Cooperstown. It's not very warm out there. And Bismarck at the state capital seeing a temperature of 8, and it really warms up in Dickinson. No, we're not growing banana trees yet, but look at what's going on in Miles City, Montana. Not only did they plant the bananas at 44 degrees, they're fixing to maybe get the gardens going a little early. I don't recommend that, but at any rate, it looks nice and warm out to the west. It's on the boundary of the warm up here and this cold slop that's up here in the northern Red River Valley and parts of Manitoba. From Winnipeg out to Brandon and Estevan, we do have some cold temperatures spilling south, and that's what we have to contend with for tonight. Let's go over the hour-by-hour details on the snow showers that are working their way through the region. Then we'll look at your forecast, and we'll look at how low we go because it's ridiculous, and then after that, we warm up. Can we wave goodbye to this cold air? We'll talk about it. Let's get started with a look at the hour-by-hour forecast. This model shows absolutely nothing with regards to snow showers in our area, so it's no good. We're going to switch to another model that's been doing just a little bit better with the storm. Now, here we go. Snow showers as we go through the afternoon and evening, push down through southern Minnesota, then high pressure. This is cold high pressure. The coldest of it moving in over our area as we go through the overnight hours. So it's going to be a cold overnight, a few snow showers off the elevated terrain of the high plains of eastern Montana, eastern Wyoming, into southwest North Dakota and western South Dakota as we go through the overnight hours. Nuisance flakes and mix basically with a chance for some isolated flurries as we have south winds blowing back into the region. This happens, I call them growing pains. You know what it's like. The temperatures will be growing, but the snow will be a-flowing. And that's what it looks like to old Hutch as we head into your Tuesday that's less than toasty. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Hutch, what you talking about? I'm talking about cold, cold, cold. Air temperatures in the teens below to start your day. High pressure right here in our kitchen. If you're in Ada, if you're in, let's say, that looks about like, Fertile. Yeah, that's where we're going to have a high pressure right over the top of you. That's the coldest air. The wind will be very quiet and changing direction. More southerly winds, a little stronger out to the west, closer to 15 miles per hour there. Your morning temperatures in western North Dakota kissing 30 degrees. We're down in the teens for places like, well, up here in Wells County for you folks in Harvey. And then how about near 20 below? What about Minnesota? Same thing goes. 5 to 15 below for most locations, from War Road here at 15 below and Babe the Blue Ox nearing that 10 below category to start your day. Wind chills will be the most redonkulous right here in the northwest part of Minnesota, the Red River Valley counties of North Dakota. So bundle up your bus riders, get the ear muffs on there. It doesn't matter what you look like. It matters that you keep that warm air next to your skin and cover it up, folks, because it looks like it's going to be a frigid and frosty scenario. Now, we do warm up, but it's not going to be hot and not a lot of wind. That high pressure system moves to the south. That means our winds will be a little bit more southerly, 2 to 12 miles per hour. We'll have a westerly wind for you folks out in Montana. Would you look at these temperatures? How about Glendive? 47, Miles City, 50 degrees, 42 for Dickinson, and that's the same thing we'll see for you in Glen Olin, North Dakota. Little cooler up in the Highway 2 corridor up here, but still more pleasant to the west than here in the valley. Single digits to near 10 degrees for Fargo as we head home from work on your Tuesday afternoon. In Minnesota, you can see this pink blob forcing its way in toward the I-94 corridor along the Minnesota River Valley all the way up to the Arrowhead. Temperatures stuck in the single digits and teens throughout your day, and that's the way it's looking. Now, what about the future? Let me think. Hey, I got it. Okay, here's your 7-day planner. I know what it's going to look like. It's going to be a frigid and frosty start on a terrible Tuesday morning. 17 below. Wind chills approaching 30 below for many. Then as we go through the afternoon, we warm up to a balmy 10. Rising temperatures overnight to 17. Rising temperatures Wednesday night up to 28. That's right. We're on our way on a steady but slow rise on temperatures all the way through Thursday afternoon. 35 degrees. Are you kidding me? Then we cool down on your Friday and a north wind returns with a little burp. I won't make the sound effect. Out of Canada. And that's going to give us temperatures dropping down into that 18 category. But the weekend looks magnificent. There's going to be more of a southern Canadian storm track over the next several days, keeping the main flow of snow out of the northern plains. But if you are in the central prairie provinces, expect some chances of a few centimeters of snow here and there as systems grace your area. 35 to what? Are you kidding me? I've got pulled out a wowza McWowza right out of my pant pocket here for next Monday, as I have a 41 burger on the forecast there for that. So temperatures rising once we go through the day tomorrow. and it lasts all the way until we get to your Thursday morning with just one little hiccup in between. That's your forecast. Now, I'm going to take you on a glide of your questions, and I'm going to start first with my friends right here on YouTube. Thank you so very much. It looks like Deb is joining. What's up, says Deb. Good to have you watching from the Fargo Moorhead area. Clint Moe, thank you very much. Hey, hope your day is going good. Let me know in the comments right now, is this a decent time to be doing an update? I'm trying to also refine the times of my update rather than a 4, a 5, a 5, a 5:30, 5:36, a 6:37. Nope. We're going to get you the answers you need and answer your questions here. But what time works for you? Would you drop it in the comments for me? That would be helpful. Also, if you like the video, it does help it get to more people if you give it a like, if you give it a heart, if you have a little bit of fun. So I'm going to throw a heart and 100% down right now, right here on YouTube, saying thanks to all of you for joining me. Clint Moe, hey, how about this? A Skronk Jappelson. That's a unique name. Skronk, it's good to have you right here. Rock and roll, Hutch. That's right. We're going to do some rocking and rolling tonight, celebrating a birthday of family friends. So there we go. Hello, Hutch, watching from Park Rapids. Cheryl, good to have you on board. Watching live. Thanks for watching. Love the app, says Clint Moe. Again, feedback on the app helps me refine it, tighten some screws, add some new hardware here and there, maybe dust up some shelving here and there. I need your input on that. Live from Hibbing, good to have you, Nikki Martinson. Thank you for joining from beautiful Hibbing, Minnesota, up there. Hey, do you prefer the coverage you get from old Hutch? Hibbing is one of those towns that's in between TV stations, right? So I want to make sure we're covering you. If you ever have a question, drop it here. I'll do my best to try to address that. You are what makes Hutch's weather fun. So thanks, Clint. Thanks, Nikki. My Chow Vaughn, good to have you on board. I have the app and watching live in Lisbon. Thank you so very much for watching from beautiful Lisbon down in southeast North Dakota. Aaron, Andrea Winder, thank you very much. Live on YouTube, but only because I can't use my phone right now. Good enough. YouTube's fantastic. One thing is, I hear from people on Facebook, I can't see the small screen. If you go to my YouTube channel and start subscribing now, you will take my notification I sent to your app, and you can go right to your television, to your YouTube app on your smart TV and watch me in 1080i. Oh, is it good? Is a picture okay? I hope so. If not, I'm always making I'm always making progress to improve my production here. Clint, wind kissing the face and slapping. Yep, wind kissing, face slapping. Cold is here. Oh my goodness, says Cheryl. And it says, love the app, always kept informed on the weather. And that is the goal. Thank you so much. All right, Holly Waddle says, watching YouTube live from Central Perkins County, South Dakota. What, Perkins County? Really? Thank you for watching in Perkins County. How about your neighbors in Corson County? Do we hear any Corson County folks out there watching as well? Glad that you're using the app, and thanks for watching. Good update time for me right now, says Nikki, at this time. That's good. What about the morning times? When are you up and about and you want Hutch to have content ready for you? So if there's any changes, anything you need to know about, Hutch will be there. You know I'm going to be there when the weather is not so nice, right? I'll do updates whenever I need to in situations like that. As weather or breaking weather happens, you've always been able to count on Hutch being there for you, so let me know. Thank you very much. Holly Waddle says, watching from Central Perkins. Good. Thanks again. I think I said that one already. Angela Larry, good evening. Cass Lake, good to have you on board. Okay, most times you cover Hibbing, and we love it. And we love you. Nikki, thank you so very much. All right, 6 degrees in Cass Lake right now. See, you're helping me cover the weather. And right now, as we look around at temperatures across the region, behind me is a 7-day. So I'm going to pop up a little bit more information out behind me here so you can kind of see what's going on right here. There's a little bit of snow out there, but it looks like nothing that we can't handle where the snow. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow, I'm not supposed to move that around. I should slap my hand. Okay, there. That's been done. Now we're all good again. Now, let's go back to your questions and comments. Simon the Broken says, the time doesn't matter to me. Usually watch the Memorex version. Simon, you know, that's a good point. Whether it's live, it's okay. You can still watch the Memorex version, or Hutch posted this a while ago. I can tell you now, because I'm an open book. I have gotten some concern from viewers on Facebook that This is an old weather forecast, Hutch. You should date it. Look at my graphics behind me here. I'm going to put one up there right now, and you can see I do my best to date almost every app. This is the forecast. It feels like temperature, right now as we head through the 2nd of the month of February. So I label that, and on my posts on Facebook, there is a date when it was posted that you can look at. I do my best to do that, but I cannot control when the app puts my content on your feed. And because of that, it's always good to have my weather app on your phone, and I'll send you a notification when I'm going live. I think that's the best tool to get the most recent video updates from Hutch. I hope it's helpful. Thank you again for all of your input. And one more from Nikki Martinson here. You make me laugh in a good way. Thank you for the personality. You know what? I just love what I do, and that really helps. Deb, what says, yo, Hutch's weather Thursday afternoon. Look for me and a Minnie Mouse Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue car. Well, if you're going to take Minnie Mouse for a spin, then on Thursday it's looking real good because we showed you the 7-day planner. I'll pop that up behind me once again. Now I'm going to turn my attention to my Facebook following. Do you know we're almost at 80,000? Give yourself a pat on the back, and this is a heartfelt thank you from Hutch to you for clicking the follow button. If you've not yet done that, it does help me get my videos out to more people. The more that follow, the more people that Facebook will deliver the content to. So thanks for helping me out to get the information out. Now let's see, we've got Nathan on. Nathan, good to have you on board. Thanks for watching. Stacy says, looking forward to a break in these cold temperatures, and it's coming. The 7-day behind me says, we start climbing tomorrow after a rough start, says Pedro. It's gonna be rough in the morning. After that, it gets less rough each and every day through Thursday, climbing even in the overnight hours. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night into Thursday morning. We're climbing the whole period. Wow, that's going to feel good. Now, don't be running around in your short t-shirts and all that, catching some kind of drippy nose flu or cold. We ain't got time for that because it's going to get cold again behind that. But this might be the last sub-zero teen to 20 degree reading that we see for some time. It does look like we could get some more cold air, but it's not here. Look. We're looking pretty good. All right. Clarine says, hi, Hutch. Nice to see those warmer temperatures. Kathy says, hi from Fergus Falls. Hi, Kathy. It's great to have you on board. Rick is watching from Rugby. That's a look at your weather. Now, I do want to take just a moment here and take a look at some of the other fun stuff that we do have to look at here, because we do have some extended forecasts to talk about here. Now, we can see these mid-range models that go through the next several weeks. Our next couple of weeks is it. If we go out too far beyond that, I don't put much weight in those forecasts anyways. But here is the European model for the Northern Plains and for the nation here, as a matter of fact. Let's go ahead and go through this. One thing you can watch is the track of the future radar. When does it bring snow through the Dakotas and through Minnesota? Now, this is the most latest model run. Let's go ahead and take a gander through this. And you'll see that we'll have those dash of snow showers overnight. Cold high pressure, that's that Arctic face-slapper right there. That's going to make you want to rub them armpits in the morning to keep those phalanges warm. After that, we're going to have a fairly quiet pattern with most of the weather-making systems in the central prairies and Canadian provinces, rolling out of the high Rockies of British Columbia and the Yukon territories, the Northwest territories, and rolling through places like Ontario as we go through the upcoming late week. So our northern Minnesota counties may be the only ones with a chance for a dash of flakage, but look at these red lines. These red lines are the warm-up. West airs off of the Rocky Mountains will warm the western Dakotas to the 50s and 60s out there. It's going to be beautiful. Maybe a 70-degree reading for a few of you out there in the Black Hills. After that, check it out. The red lines make it into Minnesota, and that's not bad. We really warm up. Now, if you're an ice fisher person, you just have to make sure you're checking the depth of the ice. Ice is never inherently safe. So be safe out there. Now, it's not going to be 90 degrees here, but we're going to be warm enough for temperatures at night to be near 30 degrees for many of us. Just barely below freezing. Look at this storm track through the central provinces of Canada there, keeping the snow chances north as we go all the way into the 7th of the month. Now, as we go through the second week, we don't see a lot of change. So I don't see big snowmakers, and I don't see big Arctic air slappers here in the next 8 to 10 days. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, thank you so very much. Be sure to check out my brand new app. Again, download it today. And I do want to take one moment and thank each of you who have uploaded content to hutchesweather.com or via the weather app. You can always use the weather app to download the content there. All of my sponsors right here on my website make it possible. Slim's Tree Care, Luther Family Ford, and my friends at JLA Crop Insurance all help bring Hutch's Weather right to you anytime, anywhere. And not only that, if you have some painting work you need done, make sure you visit down here, Dunn Blazers Painting. Click on them. Give my friend Sean a call over there at Dunn Blazers. They're a tri-state company, bonded, insured. They can do interior, exterior. Is a little bit cold this time of the year, but you never have a time like now than to plan ahead for that warm weather. Thanks to all my fine sponsors. And Pedro wants you to keep in mind his friends at For Love of Dog Rescue, because if it wasn't for them, Pedro would not be here with all of us today. They rescued that puppy, and Hutch adopted him. They had a home for that puppy until Hutch came along and saw his eyes smiling at me. So give what you can, and if you have a need for a puppy or a want for a puppy, give them a call today, because I know that they can help you out. Looks like we have some fog problems that'll possibly be here as we take a look at a dense fog advisory for you folks up near Plentywood and Brockton, Culbertson, out towards Wolf Point and on in toward the Glasgow area. And then as you go to Glendive, winter weather advisory does remain in effect for the time being, as the wintry dash of snow will continue to create some slippery. All right. Hey, Holly says, found you on Facebook too. Not to be critical, we say our name Waddell. Oh, okay, I'm sorry if I mispronunciated. I appreciate that. Can you recommend a remote weather station? Yes, I can. That doesn't require Wi-Fi. There are some. I'll look into that, Holly. In fact, if you want to connect with me on my webpage and email me that question, I'll try to email you so that I can remember it. I'll do some research. There are some. Sometimes if you want to store data, they can store it on the remote station, and then when you either bring it in or hook it up, you can download the data if you happen to be someone that wants to archive it for any reason at all. But yeah, there are some really affordable options, but there's something for every budget as well. So email me at hutch.johnson11@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to give you my 2 cents on a few options there for you as well. Okay, I think that covers most of the questions. Thank you very much. Clint Moe, thank you. Thanks, Deb, for watching. Nikki, thank you all, and I appreciate it. Holly Waddell, thank you very much to all of you. Have a wonderful evening. Check back for updates in the morning, as we will be mighty ear-splitting cold out there. And I will keep you up to date as always. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for commenting, liking, and sharing my videos. And we'll touch base very soon.